we've been seeing those above average temperatures, and that continued again today for this Saturday across the Concho Valley. Looking back at these past 24 hours, last night we only cooled into the 60s. For those overnight lows, we were in the 60s for the majority of the night, and this afternoon we got a little bit warmer even than what we saw yesterday. 70s for a couple of hours and then up into the 80s for the rest of the afternoon, and starting to cool down just a little bit as we've seen some pretty cloudy conditions across the area. Looking back at that almanac to recap our Saturday again, started the morning with those above average temperatures, 60 degrees as compared to that average of 49, and going through the afternoon we increased all the way to the 80s, 83 degrees here in San Angelo for that afternoon high as compared to that average of 78 degrees. That's only 5 degrees above average, but looking ahead to tomorrow for our Easter Sunday, an even warmer afternoon is expected and could be seeing 90s for those afternoon highs. Those current temperatures in downtown San Angelo, again looking off towards the north, seeing those very cloudy skies that we've seen across the area for the majority of our afternoon. 76 degrees right now. That dew point is sitting at 59 degrees with that humidity rate sitting at 56%, and still seeing some slightly breezy conditions, and that's been consistent over these past couple of weeks. Still seeing those winds actually out of the south right now and at 13 miles per hour. That will continue even through the rest of the night and for these next couple afternoons as well. Looking back at those peak wind gusts for these past 24 hours, again a lot of 20-mile-an-hour winds over the entire Concho Valley. Actually, a little bit of us and just a little bit slower winds. 19-mile-an-hour winds in El Dorado, 18-mile-an-hour winds in Sonora, 23-mile-an-hour winds in Sterling City, 24 in Robert Lee, as well as San Angelo, 22 in Ballinger, Eden, Menard, as well as Junction. These winds are just going to continue to gust close to 20 miles an hour for the rest of tonight, and again starting tomorrow morning as well. But we're still seeing some slight winds out there. The majority of those gusts have calmed down, and they will stay fairly calm throughout the rest of tonight. But actually seeing some pretty sustained winds, 13-mile-an-hour winds right now in San Angelo, 12-mile-an-hour winds in Mertzen, 8 miles an hour in El Dorado, and that will continue for these next couple of hours. Those temperatures across the Concho Valley right now, lots of 70s. We do see 180 right now. Junction sitting at exactly 80 degrees. The rest of us in those 70s, those 72 degrees in Brady, 75 degrees in Eden, as well as Mertzen, 76 degrees in El Dorado, 77 in Sonora. So we're still seeing those warm temperatures across the area, and that's consistent across the entire state as well. Lots of 70s, couple of 80s for southern parts of the state, 87 degrees in Laredo, 85 degrees in Fort Stockton, 76 degrees in El Paso, 82 degrees in Midland, 79 degrees in Wichita Falls, very close to being 80. We're all actually going to start to cool down and seeing some slightly cooler temperatures as we zoom out across the entire nation for northern parts of the nation. Some 30s actually, 37 degrees in Billings, 49 degrees in Salt Lake City, 61 rather in Denver, and back to the Concho Valley though, we'll actually start to cool down every hour or so, dropping a degree or so across these next 12 hours down to those 60s, a little bit warmer even than what we saw last night. For those overnight lows, our forecast for tonight, 65 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, maintain their composure throughout the rest of tonight, as well as those slight winds, southerly winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts close to 20 miles an hour. And then forecast for tomorrow, 91 degrees, a hot afternoon, and those winds continue close to 30-mile-an-hour gusts and cloudy skies as well. Those temperatures will be warm for tomorrow as well as Monday, but a cold front comes through, knocks us to the 60s and 70s, but those 80s are back by Friday.